Very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. We're coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Let's first start off with a look at the stories that made it to your headlines this afternoon.
Fishermen in Chilao refrained from going out to sea. Powerless elephant fence in Karualagas River. Investigations commence into the death of rugby player who arrived in the island from Britain.
Starting off with your lead story this afternoon. A group of fishermen in Chilao refrained from going out to sea since this morning.
The fishermen point out they have been severely affected by the increase in the price of kerosene oil by 57 rupees and the price of diesel by 9 rupees. The fishermen are refraining from going out to the sea today in opposition to the move.
Now, it's a known fact that authorities have continuously failed to provide solutions to the human-elephant conflict in the country. This is an expose on the state of the human-elephant conflict in Karualagas River.
It has been 3 months since the power had gone out on the elephant fence surrounding Karualagas River. This has resulted in a sudden rise in the number of elephants encroaching on the area. With the power to the elephant fence in the area being lost, the general public living in the area are at a risk. The area residents allege that the elephants from the Tambova Reserve encroach on their villages.
5 police officers have been injured following an assault by a group of people who were gambling in Karuelgoda, Urugasman, Handia. The police media unit said that the officers have been hospitalized.
Police media spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekar said that a group of police officers were dispatched to raid a gambling center. A group at the location had assaulted the police officers with poles. A scuffle had broken out between the group and the police officers. The police media spokesperson said one person died after a firearm of a police officer had gone off when one of the suspects had attempted to take it from the officer. The deceased was a 54-year-old resident of Karandenia. His body is currently in the custody of the police until the preliminary inquiry is conducted by the magistrate. Area residents said that the incident had transpired after a team of police officers dressed in civil attire arrived to an area where a group of people were gambling following the end of a 7-day almsgiving.
The body of an individual was found in Villorivatta, Moratua. The Moratua police found the body this morning in a drain along Sivali Mavata in Villorivatta. The deceased was 37 years of age. He was a resident of Molape. The Moratumula police are conducting further investigations. The Millennium Police raided an illegal sand mining operation in Dikhena, Horana. The police raided the location this morning based on a tip-off received. 2 suspects involved in the illegal sand mining operation were arrested, while 4 suspects fled the scene. One of the arrested suspects has been identified as the owner of the illegal operation. The suspects had used fake permits to carry out the illegal operation over a long period of time. They are residents of Dikhena. The police also seized a tipper and other equipment at the site of the raid. The 2 arrested suspects are due to be produced before the Bandaragama Magistrates Court tomorrow. An accident that occurred along the Munaragala-Vallavaya road. One person died in the accident that occurred along the Munaragala-Vallavaya road.
A speeding 3-wheeler from Yudaganava had veered off the road, knocked down a boy and hit a tree. The 65-year-old driver of the 3-wheeler died in the accident. The 8-year-old child who was injured has been admitted to the Munaragala District Hospital. A vehicle travelling from Kundasale to Kandy met with an accident in Tennekumbura this morning. A correspondent said the vehicle had fallen down a 25-foot precipice. 3 people travelling in the 3-wheeler were injured.
3 suspects who allegedly carried out illegal mining for treasure in the guise of digging a sanitary pit were taken into custody by police.
The Hingragoda anti-vice unit carried out the raid based on a tip-off received. The owner had fled the scene at the time of the raid. The arrested suspects are residents of Mathile Junction, Anuradhapura and Kalattava Junction. The suspects will be produced before the Hingragoda Magistrate Court.
To one of your headline-making stories, an investigation has been launched into the death of a British rugby player who arrived in the country for a friendly encounter. A team comprising of 22 members and a manager arrived in the island last week. According to the police, the team had played a friendly match at a sports complex in Colombo on the 12th of this month. The team had also had dinner at the sports complex. The police report states that the team had then left their hotel at about 10:30 that night to go to a nightclub in Kolpiti. Two players who returned to the hotel by about 4 last morning were admitted to the hospital at 10 a.m. after they complained of breathing difficulties. One of the rugby players had passed away at about 12 noon while receiving treatment. The deceased player was 26-year-old Howard Thomas Andrew. The other player, 27-year-old Brett Thomas Reed, who is in critical condition, is currently receiving treatment. And that concludes Lunchtime News on TV1 for today. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a pleasant day ahead.